G'day there everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Now, I stumbled across something today when running a Copilot agent enablement session that I think is going to bring you insane value. Now, that is using Code Interpreter, but also creating an agent that is able to create documents from the chat with your templated document that you use in the agent's knowledge. Okay, so here we are inside of our proposal and scoping creator. Let's start a new proposal for a client. And let's say here are the notes that you will need, and I'll hit the / and I'll search for my meeting notes, which are these meeting notes for Horizon Fitness Apparel, and we'll give that to the agent. Now, the first step is going to be writing this and iterating this in the canvas here, right? So you can see here that it's writing it out on the page, and then we will create a document of that. So what I would normally do in these types of situations is iterate and get things right on the canvas here. And let's go and create our Word doc now. Let's say it looks great. Let's create the Word document now, please. All right, and let's see what happens, right? So we've iterated, we've created, we've got our proposal on the canvas the way that we want, and now we're finishing the process and creating the Word doc. Now, we'll go into the back of the agent in just a minute, and what we'll see here is, well, we can see here that we've hit a snag, right? So the document creation failed because the template doesn't include the list bullets, right? So that's fine. I'll fix it by using a default paragraph style for bullets instead, okay? And instead of referencing the missing style. So it's fixed itself up. So let's open this document here and let's have a look and see what's happened, all right? So let's have a look. This is looking really, really good. All right. So although I got a little bit of an error there, it still looks like I've got my bullet points, which is fantastic, right? Now, if I keep scrolling up, you'll notice that this is a H1 and these are all H2. So let's enable editing. We've got our header with our logo. I've got this as a heading. Let's have a look at these, and these are H2s, right? Because I've stipulated that and explicitly explained that in my instructions, okay? So if I edit this agent now. So let's go into the back of the proposal and scoping creator. It's got one document as knowledge, right? There is the letterhead, right? If I open up the letterhead, you'll notice that that's all it is, right? It's our branded templated document, okay? Now, if I look at the instructions, nice and clear and simple, all right? Users will give you different kinds of data for input, etc. You said synthesize all of this and create the first draft of the proposal. You must always use this. Now, what I like to do is actually put in the full name of the document here that I'm referencing. So that's the document in the knowledge, right? And you'll notice I've got a few spelling mistakes here. So let's fix these up. And you'll notice there's information for inputs that don't fall into that, then recommend some new sections. And here I've got my proposal structure and output. Use the structure below. I've got an exec summary, and then I've got my sections, right? Now, each section heading should be a H2, which it did, and the executive summary should be a H1, which it did, all right? Now, let's add something else here, because what I want is for the sign off, let's try something here. So for the sign off and acceptance section, please create a table that can be used for the client. Let's say for the client and myself. Now, let's say always have full name, title, signature. We'll go and signature. In that section. All right, and then let's update this. So we'll update our agent, and then we'll give this another go. All right, and we'll see what happens with this output. So it's updating, and then let's go to this agent, and we'll do this again, right? So let's start a new proposal. Here are the notes that you will need. Again, / I'll hit my meeting and I'll search for my meeting notes. And let's have a look. So the first step is going to be iterating and getting the proposal the way that we want. We've got our exec summary, and you can see that this is in the H1, and these are all H2s. You'll also notice that this doesn't have a number. These do have numbers because I did do that in the instructions. So let's keep scrolling down, and we've got our sign off, all right? And we've got the table, okay? Can you now create the Word document, please? Okay, this looks good, and let's have a look. All right, so we're recreating this after adjusting those instructions, right? So again, analyzing, right? So it's doing a little bit more writing of code here because we've got the code interpreter turned on. And then let's have a look at the output, right? So we're analyzing, and it's giving me an issue here with the list bullet styles, right? The template doesn't include list bullet styles. We could go back and fix that, okay? Creating the Word doc. So this is the fault of the template itself. So the way that I've created that, all right? So here it is. The good thing about this is that it's fixed itself up, right? And it's been able to create that. So let's have a look at this version here. So we'll open this file. We're opening up, and here it is. Let's enable editing, right? So again, H1, we've got our H2s. This is all formatted really well, and we've got our table, okay? I haven't in this template, I haven't fully built this out, so I haven't got table styles and all that sort of stuff, right? So there's some enhancements, obviously, to the template that I could do, but you can see that by using that template, so I'm going to go back into the edit this agent. So I'll jump back into edit, and by using this as the template in the knowledge, okay, and I've got create documents, charts, and codes, and I've got this toggle turned on, so code interpreters turned on, and that is giving me the ability to create that document or the proposal doc based on that template. All right, so there we go. Code interpreter using a template with your branding in it, and it actually does follow that document as well. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.